What's happening, Green Hill Radio New World Order News? Another exciting episode. Here we are. About to start the Charlie Kirkathon over at Green Hill Radio New World Order News. I never really watched Charlie Kirk's long-form content. You know, it's going to be kind of sad, too, because I'm sure amongst the numerous videos in my watch later list, I have dozens of shorts of him. Watched a lot of his shorts, you know. Maybe like 5-minute clips here and there. But this last video uploaded 6 days ago will be the first long-form full Charlie Kirk video I ever watched. No, I'm not crying, motherfucker. I just woke up. Just a little stuffy. Anyway, I was just thinking about the whole thing. And I went through a series of thoughts, so I'm going to try to elaborate through them, try to get through them as I scroll through here and see what we got ahead of us today, because I'm just going to binge a bunch of Charlie Kirk today. Doing it for Charlie today. I fucking sat there and I caught up with all the fucking InfoWars drama of Owen Schroyer leaving. Started watching InfoWars just to try to get some better details on this whole situation. Man, I really can't, what the hell? It really is a freaking joke, man. I'm like, alright. Look at a bunch of great movies in my freaking Netflix and chill. Now that's what my movie playlist is called. I started that. The first couple of movies, I made a post. Alright, I'm not going to get distracted with that. I made a post where I was like, yeah, Netflix and chill. And then you can just see fucking Tora, and Downfall in there. Anyway. Kicking off the Charlie Kirkathon. And I was just thinking about all the dynamics going on with this. If you've never watched Charlie Kirk before, maybe some of the titles here interest you, and you decide to go over to his channel and check out some of his videos for the first time, like me. But I just got to looking at myself and looking back and thinking about, shit. Remember a while ago, it was Asmongold. I made a video reacting to something he said where he was like, look out for anybody using extreme rhetoric to describe something, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, no, I don't remember exactly what he called it. He was like, it's a negative thing. They're they have other motives, or it's a grift or whatever. And I was laughing because I made a video talking about that, and I was like, well, I disagree, some of the shit that we're witnessing is really fucking extreme. What do you use other than extreme rhetoric to describe extreme shit? And I think I also blended that with another video around at the same time, talking about Truth Stream Media kind of saying the same sort of thing. And my takeaway from all of this was, and still is, no, we're not hypocrites in this, because I'm looking back, thinking back about stuff that I've said, and I'm like, well, you see the left here, Like, I remember, I think it was George Soros or somebody fucking, maybe it was the Queen of England, I don't know. Somebody fucking died. And I posted all of, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the meme where, and it just says so-and-so died, and they got the one character sitting at the bar, and he just kind of chuckles a bit, and he was like, huh, oh, I'm supposed to care. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting there thinking, like, no. Like, I'm not going to, like, I'm going to share this video as a link. If I ever get some fucking leftist calling me a hypocrite, saying, oh, you fucking, I see this post where you fucking, you said, because I have a bunch of posts over the years where I'm like, can we just get a fucking asteroid impact? Like, I'm praying for, like, a random act of God, like a force majeure, undeniably an act of God, not a manifest destiny act of God. I got a little annoyed with Jones using the term manifest destiny. That's the type of philosophy that we used to justify killing off the Native Americans. We said, well, the Native Americans wouldn't be fucking losing if God intended for them to win, so we're just manifesting our destiny. We're doing what we want, and God is letting us, so it must be our destiny manifest. That's manifest destiny. An act of God, force majeure, as I'm saying it, an undisputable act of God would be, alright, if you want to split these two things here, okay, the manifest destiny is us killing off the Native Americans, and we used to call it manifest destiny. It's this guy, this fucking little dork with his soft-ass looking hands, getting behind a rifle and taking out Charlie Kirk. That's manifest destiny. Force majeure, an undisputable act of God, would be if an asteroid had landed in the United States and killed off all the Native Americans like a week before we arrived, and then we got here and we was like, oh shit, free land with nobody living on it, right? So when I look back at my numerous posts where I say something along the lines of, please God, please, can we just get a little meteorite, little asteroid impact? You ever seen that video? It was on Tosh.0 decades ago. I dated myself, I don't care. Fucking back when Tosh.0, is that still on TV? The fucking guy at the pool party and like little ping pong ball sized asteroid lands in his mouth and fucking throws him into the swimming pool. Like, can we just get a little golf ball sized meteorite to impact Bill Gates in the motherfucking face? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with sitting there all day long and pleading with God and negotiating with God and, really begging God, like, God, I'll pray all the time, and bargaining with God. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think it's hypocritical. If Bill Gates died tomorrow, I would celebrate it. And I would not consider myself a hypocrite. I would not, if Bill Gates fucking got, hit with an asteroid in the face. I was going to say if his Tesla drove him into a fucking lake, but we'll go with the asteroid impact. If Bill Gates got hit by a fucking bus tomorrow, because the bus driver was having a heart attack, not because of an ideological reason, and I celebrated it, I don't think I would be a hypocrite, because I just love the imagery of this delusional motherfucker, slapping his shitty ass rifle together and climbing up on that roof, and he's just like, and thanks, by the way, dickhead, because gamers don't get enough shit as it is. This guy, fuck him. Tyler, whatever the fuck his name was. God. little girly, soft ass hands. I can't believe it. You know, the fucking, that's just like, I just noticed that watching that video of him flipping through the manuscript. I'm like, if I had gotten the hold of his girly little hands, he would never have picked up a rifle. But yeah, I don't think, you know, and Bill Gates in this is metaphorical and symbolic of, you know, a lot of people with the same agenda. But if an act of God takes him out and I sit there and celebrate it, you're like, I just love this fucking, I just love this imagery of this fucking guy getting ready to take the shot, and he's like, yeah, I'm taking out a real bad guy, a real Nazi. This guy, he came to my college campus and told me that dudes can't have a fucking baby and chicks are chicks. And fucking take him the hell out. You know, this dude, he's measuring the windage, he's doing all the sniper stuff, he's doing the action on the bolt, getting ready to take the shot. You know, we're looking at this view like we're watching The Shooter with Mark Wahlberg. That's how this guy sees himself. He's, oh, pick up the weapon at the drop point. Fucking fag. Anyway, meanwhile, you see over his shoulder, as the camera pans out, Bill Gates in the background, just fucking massacring people, buying up all the farmland, starving everybody to death, recycling poop water, and getting, you know, you're gonna drink the shit water, and just fucking bug protein, and he's being banned out of India for paralyzing hundreds of thousands of kids, and he's just fucking devastating the landscape, just a fucking Godzilla-like monster murdering everybody around him, you know, but you're this fucking badass. You're gonna take out Charlie Kirk because he said some shit that offended your delicate sensibilities. I mean, I just fucking love that image there of this motherfucking moron. Like, you know, you just got Charlie Kirk being like, yeah. Pretty wild, I know, right? Dudes are dudes and chicks are chicks. Two genders, whoa. And then this guy's, you know, loading his fucking rifle like, I'm gonna take out the enemy of humanity. Meanwhile, Bill Gates, this motherfucking, like, science fiction horror movie villain, is over here devastating the landscape. I just think that's fucking hilarious. And I just want to preemptively, you know, outline the difference between the two here. Before, you know, because the liberals, everybody knows, they operate like they operate a couple clicks behind, we'll just say that, right? And, so eventually their brains might catch up and they might, like, think to call us hypocrites. You know, I mean, I don't know. Probably not. You know what I mean? That's kind of deep, right? That's a little too deep for them. That they might, like, collectively stumble upon this old phenomenon of these moments when people in the truth movement just have had enough and we get pissed off and then say something like, you know what, the world would be a better fucking place if fucking Bill Gates fell off the side of a cruise ship and then got hit by another fucking cruise ship. or if, like, a crack opened up in the ground and swallowed him. Like, the world would be a better place. It would be. So yeah, like, I mean, that's got a little hyped up there. But yeah, like, they stumble upon this, or they collectively realize that this is a phenomenon on our side of these moments, and then they start being like, oh, you know, they don't distinguish the conspiracy theory crowd from the MAGA crowd anymore in this scenario, but they're all like, oh, you guys are a bunch of fucking hypocrites. Look at all these posts of you wishing that fucking a swarm of pelicans attacked Bill Gates. You know? No, fuck that. You know, that's the image there. This fucking goofball getting ready to take the shot while Godzilla Gates is in the background destroying everything, and I'm a fucking hypocrite. Yeah. So, getting ready for the Charlie Kirkathon. Gonna watch as many of these as caffeine will allow. Get ready, nervous system. Like and subscribe.